We have another announcement from the head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, and I don't know about you, but I feel like it's Christmas because lately he's been dropping gems on how the platform works. And as a content creator, and look, if you're a business owner, you're a content creator as well. Normally, we go throughout the year guessing, sometimes getting some tips from Instagram on what works and what doesn't work, but for the most part, we're guessing about what works and doesn't work. Well, this year, if you've been following me, if you've seen my last videos, there's been a lot of announcements from the head of Instagram. And in all of the announcements, he's been giving us more tips and tricks and insight to how the platform works. And in this latest announcement, he gave us insight into the top 3 metrics that we need to focus in on as a content creator. So in this video, we're going to watch that video together. I'm going to dissect it for you and give you some actionable items that you can apply so that way you can achieve your goals on Instagram this year. Let's get started.
These are the 3 metrics you should pay the most attention to if you're optimizing for reach. Now, I want to be clear, you need to be you and be authentic. Don't just care about reach, but obviously you want to create content that's going to reach more people.
Before we move forward, let's talk about what exactly is reach, because this is really important. A lot of people get impressions and reach mixed up. Impressions is views. So me, myself, one person, Mark, can account for 100 views or 100 impressions. Reach is unique individuals. I might watch something 100 times, but it's only going to register as 1 because I am one person. So we want to be looking at reach to maximize how much people are actually looking at our content. All right, so that's what he's talking about when we're talking about reach.
And yes, follower count matters, but if you understand what's driving your follower count and what's driving your reach per post, take a look at the average watch time, if it's a reel.
Watch time, this is really important. You want to have 100% view through rate. This means that someone is watching your video 100% through the video. You do not want someone to only watch 50% of your video. And Instagram actually had a retention graph before. For whatever reason, they got rid of it. But one of the best ways to get access into this retention graph is to post your content on TikTok or YouTube, because both of those platforms will show you a graph of when people actually dropped off from your video. Now, this is important because he did mention watch time. Remember, we want to aim for a 100% watch through, meaning someone watched the entire video. So when you can look at the graph and see exactly where someone dropped off, you can figure out why they dropped off. For example, if someone dropped off halfway through my video, I can go to that one specific spot and figure out, did I pause too long? Was there something that was really boring? Did I mess up when I was speaking? Things like that. So that way, moving forward, I can make those adjustments, take out those silences, fix my grammar or fix my speaking, and make the video a little bit more entertaining when I notice a spot like that. So that way, moving forward, I can aim for a higher watch through rate. So that's something we can do right now to satisfy the algorithm for Instagram, but also be better content creators.
And the like rate and the send rate. So the total likes over total number of people reached and total sends over total number of people reached. These will give you a sense of how watchable the video was, how likable it was, and how shareable it was. And then look for patterns. Are there things that you've posted typically that get a lot more likes but not a lot of sends, or vice versa? And then consider doubling down on the patterns that work and then moving away from the ones that don't, while staying true to yourself.
Okay, likes and send rates. This isn't really complicated. If a post is gaining a lot of likes, you're going to get more exposure. If a post is gaining a lot more sends, you're going to get more exposure. But this feeds into Instagram's priority that Adam Mosseri, the head of Instagram, mentioned in one of the videos that I covered recently. Now, in that video, Adam Mosseri was talking about the top 2 priorities that Instagram is focusing in on for 2025, one of them being connectivity, more connections with other individuals on the platform. So that completely makes sense. They want you to create content that's going to be shareable, sendable, so that way other people could get into conversations in the direct messages and build those connections. So that's pretty simple. So what do we do about this information? The easiest thing you can do, like I mentioned before, So what do we do about this information? One of the easiest things that you can do is look at your retention graph on a different platform, because Instagram doesn't really give you that anymore. And the second thing you can do right now is to go back, look at your content and look at which content actually performed well, meaning got a lot of likes or had a lot of fans. And what you want to do is take those aside and find the patterns, just like he was talking about. Figure out how you were delivering your message, what you were talking about, the way the content was shot, or what photos were you using for that post. Find the patterns. And once you find the patterns, then you just replicate success. Now, the key thing here is if you don't post a lot, you're not going to have a lot of data to go off of. So if you haven't posted a lot, if you're not really active on social media, first step is get active on social media. And then once you have information, once you have data from different posts that you've been posting, then go back, look at the likes, look at the sends, and find those patterns. Look, if this video helped you out, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't checked out the other videos with all the other updates, go back and watch those. Until then, take care.